Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. This is the results of the 4 days in August, 4 days before Huntsville Hamfest at Montesano Mountain. All of us gathered together on the mountaintop to ham along together and have a lot of fun. Let's go take a look at all the activities. When I arrived on the mountaintop, I got this APRS beacon from Jason, KM4ACK, and I was like, dude, are you here already? This is awesome. Turns out it was some really interesting tropospheric ducting going on or something, because he was still in Tennessee while I was in Alabama. So to get an APRS packet received on a signal stick, on an HT, on top of a mountain, a state away, pretty impressive. So I got my radio all set up and started making some SSB contacts because we are going to be working on a kilo this week. And if you look real close, you'll see that that is the FT8 frequency on the radio display. That's because there's a lot of people in this park, there's a lot of RVs in this park, and there's a lot of RFI in this park. And all those things combined means that FT8 was the mode of choice for most of the weekend. Did manage to bang out over 100 SSB contacts, but most of the work was done on CW or SSB to cut through that mess. I have said this over and over again to the point that you guys probably know what I'm going to say. The most important part about the Huntsville Hamfest and any other Hamfest, actually for me, is meeting up with great folks like you. Here's a couple of friends that I met up with while we were there. Up on the mountaintop, there is an observatory and a planetarium. I got to see the outside, still haven't seen the inside of it yet. Out back behind the planetarium, there were a couple of these antennas. Don't know what they were for, but they looked pretty interesting. If you are part of the VBAS and you know about these things, leave a comment down below. Let's talk about what these things are and how we can join up together and do some radio stuff, because that looks like radio stuff to me. Lots of great meals with great friends. Whether we were cooking out on the mountain or we were at restaurants, fantastic time.
Te tengo 5-9 en el parque Kilo 1048.
Richard!
Dímelo de nuevo, alguien te puso en la frecuencia.
Here's another radio station we had set up. This is the Red Audio 100 amp hour battery and the FT891 with the LDG 100 tuner. And we were having a little bit of fun with the Coffee and Ham Radio's 9-to-1 antenna that Don N5 SKT put together. We made a bunch of contacts on this as we're all hanging out and having lunch. A big shout out to Vern6, what's up with 6, for renting out the pavilions for all of us to enjoy while we were there. We hung out at the pavilions quite a bit on Friday and Saturday, and lots of food, lots of friends. Good time was had by all. On Sunday, after all the fun at the Hamfest itself broke up, we headed back up the mountaintop and did some mobile radio installs. Michael, Todd, Bill, and myself got together on the mountaintop and put some ham radio accessories into our vehicles. I got the IC7100 installed, Todd got the Yaesu FTM 500 installed, and Michael got a new antenna, and Bill got a new antenna on his truck. A big shout out to Jim Cessna from Airwaves GPS for helping me get the radio installed in my truck. Couldn't have done it without you, Jim. There is a link in the description down below where you can find his website and all of the services that he offers for installing radios in your fleet vehicles. Carlos and Steve even joined in on helping out for the kilo. Carlos is using his FT857. We're still rocking that Red Audio battery, and we're not able to get it down to a 0 charge. There is a link in the description down below where you can get that battery with a good deal, and it just keeps on keeping on. I still don't need to charge it, but I don't know how much we took out of it because we weren't measuring.
Whiskey Hotel, Ron in Texas. QSL?
I know this guy.
Ron, I have you about a 5-4 in the Kilo 1048.
Thank you, sir.
Stand by for second operator, Ron. 1048. 1048, 1048.
Are you Kilo Delta 9 Oscar Lima November?
QSL, QSL.
This was our first year to have this event on the mountaintop. I've always wanted to have a group of us get together and do ham-related things, ham-adjacent things, or just ham things specifically. Build kits, make contacts, do radio installs in cars like we did this year. Next year, help us out by joining us on the mountaintop. We're going to talk about it off and on throughout the year to help remind you that it exists, and we definitely want you to show up. There's a video right up here I think you'll enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.